Amid growing calls for leadership change within the Labour Party, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has found himself in the middle of a fresh storm, one that has put his premiership at an unprecedented risk. But the Labour leader remains defiant in his position and says he has not lost authority in his role. Listen to this.
We've had incredible prevailing winds in the 2 years we've been in government in terms of the international volatility and the impact on our economy. Notwithstanding that, we've had two very significant increases in defence spend, and we've just rehearsed that. Secondly, we've stabilised the economy. And I would just gently say this, that whoever is Prime Minister is going to face the same prevailing winds as I am facing. None of that is going to change.
The comments come shortly after several leaders have quit their portfolios. Both defense and armed forces ministers have quit over differences on military spending, piling pressure on Starmer to step down. Defense Secretary John Healey resigned after he alleged that Starmer's defense investment plan risked making Britain less safe. Healey's two parliamentary aides also resigned in protest. Hours later, Armed Forces Minister Al Carnes resigned after accusing Starmer of failing to adequately support military personnel and invest in defense. Now, the string of resignations weakened Starmer's authority at a precarious moment. The Makerfield by-election is just a week away, which is likely to see the return of Andy Burnham to Parliament. Now, Burnham, who is currently the mayor of Greater Manchester, is seen as the strongest candidate to replace Starmer. And amid the volley of criticism, Starmer has named Security Minister Dan Jarvis as Healey's replacement. And Starmer also replied to Healey in a letter saying his government has delivered the largest sustained increase in defense spending since the Cold War and is committed to keeping Britain secure. The Labour Party stormed to power in 2024, winning a landslide election centered on fixing Britain's economy and illegal immigration. But since then, a host of issues, including rising cost of living, controversial tax increases, and anger over illegal immigration, have fueled calls within the Labour Party to replace Starmer. The Labour leader has so far resisted pressure to step down. But with the exit of two top ministers, it remains to be seen if and for how long can Starmer continue to stay at 10 Downing Street.